Hello and welcome back to Det Demokratiska Böhmen, where we are trying to figure out what this person, this train driver, is up to. Why is he on this line, the belt line? Because it is on the belt line, right? It is not I that am at. No. I know my railways. You, sir, are on the belt line. You were going from the steel mill, which is down here, up to Göteborg, which is here. And what you are doing out here, I do not understand. Have I done something stupid here when single tracking the main line? I haven't looked up on that yet. What happened? Where are we? Okay. But trains are rolling. Oil trains are rolling, and let's check the chimneys of the oil refinery. That is not a good sign. You cannot export fuel. You are full of fuel. Well. That's what you get. But bitumen you have been able to export. That's good. What do you want to do? You want to unload oil. You don't want to take any fuel out. And we're sort of full on oil here for the moment. Thank you. And will you take any? Yes, you will take, but you come carrying fuel. Why do you carry fuel back from? Aha, you're only internal. You never go to a... Okay. Anyway, that steel train should be going... Now, I may be wrong here, but there should be a way better route for him to take. From here, which is the route that these takes that go to the Snotto customs house. They go out here, and then they go left, go along the line here, and yes, I know this works because I have trains going here all the way, all the time. Yes, they're going all the way, all the time. And then here, could there be a problem maybe? That looks very reasonable. And well, I could certainly stand a few more in here, maybe a little bit, but it's not like a major issue, no. And you're all pointing the right way. Why would you take that route? Do you think it's closer somehow? Probably that means that the mechanical components train took that route as well. But you've finally made it here at least. It may have been down to some refueling issue. It needed to refuel somewhere, and it went to do that, and we'll see in the future. Are you still lacking anything? Yes, you're lacking fabric, but as we know, that truck has a bit of a ways to go. How far along are you, little fabric truck? Is it you? Yes, you are loaded at least. Where are you? You're loading. What? How hard should it be to get... Why aren't you full? Of course, you cannot pull through the warehouse. I had old fabric laying around here, but that's plenty for now. You be on your way, and I'll see if I can do something about the future availability of fabric here at this little... Yes, I just may be able to. No, didn't think so. But it could be worth trying a bit of remodeling here. I didn't need to click those. Those would have disappeared anyway, but it feels good bulldozing a bit. Sometimes, doesn't it? When the game upsets you in its way of being. Let's see here. We do want. Where is it? This is just hopeless. There's absolute random. Small cargo station 2-way. Yes. And we wanted you to hook up onto up there. And you remember how difficult this was to put in? Maybe something like that. We'll try. And a bit of forklift connection thing. Yes. Forklifts do not mind hills. It is about the only thing they do not mind. Other than that, they are the pickiest of all. Let's see if we could get the road in like this. I don't think that we can. But if we could, I mean, we could take this back a bit. And if this game would be reasonable, it would allow me to lower the terrain even, but it doesn't allow me to do that under the high voltage line because there is, of course, existing infrastructure. Well, you can either love or hate it, I suppose. It is unforgiving. Unforgiving. And one more thing that is unforgiving is that since I tore down that warehouse, I now need to go find the truck. How far has he gotten, you think? It's supposed to be yellow. Yes, it is you. So I need to put the stop back in for you. Yes, another thrilling installment here in the People's Democratic Republic of Democrats and Bohemians. Eller i det demokratiska Böhmen, som vi säger här. You load up on fabric. Yes, and you wait until you are loaded. It was a good thing that I had that set, or I would not have noticed the foolery of my attempt. It might also have worked if I allowed a bit of fabric to be stored in here, but I don't like it. This is more reliable in this game. Right then, I think then, since the fabrics are on their way, the only thing missing now are workers. The final piece to the puzzle. Isn't it so? The final piece to the puzzle ought to be workers. You have everything but fabric and steel, but the steel train will be arriving at one time or another, but it will still be a while, maybe. Let's see. Where are you, steel train, you idiot? Heading for this building. Well. I think that I am righteous in calling you an idiot at this point. What are you doing? You are now down here. What the... Why are you even down here? What in the world are you up to? You're going to Göteborg Cargo train station. Why are you going this direction? Turn around or something. At least if you turn around, you can get there. No. Yes. Yes, you should be able to. But why did you go this way? You absolute magnificent piece of engineering. Which it is. However, I don't think that this is only my fault in laying down track here. It is the game that is not at fault also. this train should not be going down here at all, in fact. But to be a bit more clear then on what it is that you're supposed to do there, little train? Yes, I can be very clear. You're supposed to go by this point, here. If you pass through here, in both directions, then I promise you that everything will be great. Maybe isn't there a fuel stop available then for him to use? I'm sure there is. There has to be. There isn't. There isn't a fuel stop available. That might be why you're taking this rather questionable route. And of course, as always, it is my fault. There is a fuel station available right here. I'm not going to allow two-way traffic on the main line. That's not happening. Let's hope that he makes it here. He should be able to. I accept some responsibility then. But since you're allowed to run on empty anyways, why couldn't you run on empty somewhere else? Yes. The steel train will be a while, but we even have fabric now. Very good. So we have everything that we need except for workers and engineers. Do we have any workers and engineers available? As a matter of fact, we do. We do. And we do have quite a bit of them at that. Let's go to the road vehicles depot. We still have 3 trucks left. Let's keep them around and let's buy. You're going in these to work, even although it is a bit of a hike, isn't it? Yes, but it won't be too far, I don't think. The first time around it will be, but this is the 400 people, so this is like a steel mill, almost. That is going to put a severe, proper drain on resources, on the worker resource here in the middle of Kirarush. You're going out there and start. Go to you and copy this onto you, you, and you, because that would be very helpful, even though you are not setting off yet. You are missing steel and workers. Workers will be arriving shortly. The steel, however, might just be a little while longer. How are you doing, friend? Yes, I need to build a fuel station for you that you can use on a regular basis. Where are you? Yes, you are on the right path. If you continue here, you will make it eventually. You will make it through all this stuff eventually. Right then. Eventually you will. What can we do whilst we are waiting? We need another train to export excuse me. Yes, if indeed we are going to export vehicles here, these trucks that we're building. But I would like, before that, I would like to see some stored and stuff and see what's going on with them. I hope that you can take a truck and drive it out of the here and put it on a road vehicles depot or something. I hope that is possible. Or is it? Well, it wouldn't surprise me a single bit if it is the case that you need one of these things, space for vehicles. Probably do. But This one has a road connection, but I suppose the vehicles will be stored here, and the road connection is over there. I don't know, but there is nowhere to put this. Just nowhere. Nope, thank you. Very inconvenient. Very, very inconvenient. Very inconvenient indeed. And impossible by design. And tearing down some of these would be annoying. I need them as well. We'll see what happens when the steel train arrives. Because that is in fact all that should be missing soon. As soon as we get workers up here. Where are the workers? Where are the workers? What are you set to? Not to. Overstaffed. Very good. The bus is full of eager both engineers and blue collar workers here, and in all walks of life, from the center of Kirarush, where they have been waiting for so long for their chance to. And should we? Okay, yes, of course, the bus driver couldn't plan ahead and for the maiden voyage for the workers out the vehicle's production line, couldn't fill up ahead before picking up the people. For how long, sir, if I ask you, or Miss Nymph Pizzina? I'd say Miss, 27 years, you have 3 children, excellent, good job. You're splurging on electronics a bit, but since you're that young, it may very well be our own electronics, so you're allowed. How long have you been traveling? 1 hour 40 minutes, and you are probably going. Yeah, you're soon passing your apartment. This is where you got picked up almost 2 hours ago by the very well planning bus driver here. Well, as established, the buses are autonomous, which explains why they can be so inconsiderate and just moving people over completely, even though there are several crossings and stuff. But I suppose it works out. I don't seem to get any deaths from it, which is good. And if these would stop at every little crossing, that would be very annoying and would certainly interrupt the flow of the game. So this is certainly the proper way for it to work. I'm just pontificating about things while waiting for the worker bus here to make its way up this crazy bit of road, which it has to struggle a little bit to do, even. But it is a beautiful road. This is smooth curves and everything compared to the road that the cargo trucks has to take. That is a terrible, perilous road. How are you changing gears? Just choose one and stick to it. I just built this bus station and already it looks really worn down. And I just built this. I suppose they come. Here we go. The first people are in the factory. There is smoke at the chimney. The steel train has arrived! The steel train did arrive in time. Perfect. Wow, look at this. We have smoke coming out of the chimneys at the vehicle's production factory line. Whatchamacallit. What is this that you have stored here? Steel. Okay. You store steel there, apparently. Good, I suppose. Quite a bit of it. And here you have a lot of parking spaces. No, not a lot. You have 4 parking spaces. Shall we take a look at what's going on? Okay, you are operating without issues. You have everything you need. you're building one of these MNTG 18.4. And, well, the only issue really is that there's not enough workers here. We have every other resource in abundance. So let's put another one of the buses in motion. That will, of course, make the completely insane thing like its companion did and go refuel. I want to see a truck, a future truck being made. That is what we're going for today. A future truck being constructed. And if we could only get a bit more workers in here, then these guys will soon be ending their shift. Where is the other bus? Here is the bus, and it is full on fuel, which, not full, but it has fuel, which means it is okay, you just spin to the bus platform. We have a little bit to go, not that far. It isn't too bad, once the bus driver has decided to fill up ahead of time. Meanwhile, over at the main line, are things rolling? Yes, they are. What are you carrying? You're carrying oil in that direction. That is a bad sign. That means we are completely filled up over at the oil refinery with fuel and or bitumen, which means that these guys has to take the crude oil back with them and sell and they will sell it at the border, which is a good thing in one way because it gets it out of the system and helps keep things rolling. The city hall of Kirarush is on fire. Christina and Natalia, are you still with us? Are you still working at what you weren't working? Maybe. Are there any? Let's see who's here fighting the fire. This would be no problem at all. Only the old people, these old people fight. Was one 89-year-old, but did not manage to catch that one in time. Are we there yet? The bus thing. Hello? Yes, the second shift ever. The second shift ever is walking into the vehicles production factory thing. It seems to take a lot of resources to get one of these built. People really have to work hard. A lot of engineers are working as blue-collar people apparently as well. But a lot of university-educated people are working there. I'm sure it's in all working order and all is fine. We have resources, we have stuff. Let's get another bus in motion. Sometimes I think that these are untapped resources for workers, and then I try and tap them and stuff breaks. For example, see meat industry, where everything currently is fine. But quite possibly there is, yes, I still haven't gotten around to fixing meat supply for Hamstergrad and whatever. They do have, let's see how the electronics is working out. Does the people of Demokratikraft now have yes, they have 2 tons of electronics in stock, and all of it is made in det demokratiska Böhmen. Oh yes. Cue the national anthem. Apparently we don't have a national anthem, official one as of right now. There might be someday. Stick around and you will learn the exciting outcome of the ongoing series of visits to det demokratiska Böhmen, where we are currently circling around coal power plant. In the background you can see oil trains going by. And are you helping? We need you to take fuel out of here. Oil. Why are you taking oil out of here? You are supposed to... Okay, can't. No, there is one thing for this. Unless you are full of fuel. You are full of fuel, okay. Or is there smoke? No, there still is no smoke. Bitumen, okay, we're very good for that. But fuel, I did go to the workshop and find yet another thing. But there is no place, there is not enough space for it around anywhere. But I have two things. I have this large oil storage. Now this stores 8,100 tons of oil, which is quite a bit. And then I also have these booster pumps, which I think is like a simplified version. Instead of having to build one of these huge pipe pumping stations to elongate a pipeline, you can use one of those. And look at this. This has pipes going in and out every which way. Okay, you will fit in there, and I could wind a pipeline around here somehow, maybe. I think not impossible. Fire protection is the closest fire station is over there. That should be plenty. I think it is well staffed. And let's do a little bit of terrain adjustment to get that in. Not too much complaining. Rather than throwing the fuel away here, let's put it somewhere. Like here, for example. And then we need a little bit more of a gentle thing going on here, so we'll take it down a little bit in a gentle fashion, please. Like something. I think we can get road in there now. No way. Can we continue down the hill? Yes. Can. Good. Because I'm not storing 8,100 tons of highly flammable fluid without fire safety protection. I'm not that irresponsible of a leader of the country, after all. That would be really unresponsible of me. So we go for, where did it go? There we go. And you have your inns are that way, and your road is that way. So we go, I suppose we're going by road. Like that. Yes, just get it done. How much was it? How much will it be? 1 million. Okay. Which reminds me that the pipeline up here will be very, 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 very expensive. And I think that taking it out of here, yes, this is what burnt down a few years ago. We had a pumping station, and we're going to have one of those again. A splitting one, going out of there. Something like... No. Yes, a splitting one. Out of there. And this time you are getting a road connection immediately. Like that. And now then, we're going to two places here. We are going to restore at least one of the ones that we're going over the road here into these. The last time around that we had a big a big pileup of oil and oil-related products. That is what, when it burned down, we built that and it burned down because I didn't connect the road. Yes. But this time around, the road is already built, and we are heading way up over there. Have I? Yes, and it is built, but it does not have. Okay, hello. I suppose that sort of stuff can happen when you. But I mean, if the game will allow a mod like that to be inserted into it, and without crashing, we shall see. We have yet to see. Over here, I think it's soon. Is very soon actually. It's time for one of these repeater things. Mod repeater, fuel repeater thing, a magic. Where are you? Booster pump. Yes. Yes, you are directional there, of course, and yeah, something like that. Okay, let's make sure that we can reach it with the pipeline. No, I don't have. Pipeline connect to there, yes. Then we some other infrastructure is in the way. No. We are building a pipeline here. We are going to need a booster. Can I put one in here, in between, right in the crossroads, maybe? Booster pump. Yes. Glitching my way through the picky game. One more point for me. Still 100 million billion points or something game. And go into there and let's get you built. How are we doing for rubles? Okay, I'm going to have to. Well, this is a bit of an emergency because people are not. We're sending unrefined oil out over the border and selling that for dollars, and we cannot have that. Not when we have so much invested in oil refining and everything, and so many people sitting around working there. We cannot accept that, so we need to do something about it. And I'm not throwing the fuel away, so I am storing it up here for the foreseeable future. And whoop, there, please. And this one, I think we might come all the way, won't we? Yes, we will. 1 million rubles, or $1.3 million. And you were saying something about we being without fuel. We all know what can happen. That's a bit of an unfinished road. That really shouldn't be a problem until you catch fire. Do you have power? No. You have power. Yes. Should we rely on power from this thing? How much coal? Yes, you have plenty of coal. That should be good. Yes. For domestic purposes, we are diverging from the policy for this. Okay, we're going to need. We have medium voltage right there. Then we don't need to do that ugly business of connecting domestic stuff to. Here. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Tooltip, as well. You can go now. No? What the hell? You were showing me before. I thought I could connect. What are you if not a medium voltage switch? High voltage switch. I remember now. What is going on here? Is there enough power available? Yes, there is. We can cut you off for a little bit. Which is a bit dangerous because it is cutting off power to the coal source for power plant there, slightly temporarily. Yes, very temporarily indeed. About there, I'd say. Something like that. Medium voltage switch in like that, and build you something that's on fire. Isn't it always Fabrics Factory? That should be fine. Medium voltage wires, and we're going to need another switch. Just recalled, but let's get them back online first. And we're going. Ja, båda de blir ganska bra, tror jag. Så, och jag har en deadline på det här avsnittet nu, så let's get rolling and 3, 2. And welcome back, everybody, to the People's Democratic of Bohemia. Of course, that should have been rather instantaneous, I would hope. We're in the process of building some medium voltage wires here, and that is what we intend to do. We shall connect to there and to here, and yes, like that. Nice. There we go. Pay for that, and you should now be filling up with fuel. Excellent, you are. That should mean that it takes the excess fuel straight out of the oil refinery, and meaning that we can fill up on bitumen, we can produce, we can consume. We are back in business. We are back in business, in the oil business, at least for now. Trains are rolling. Trains are rolling. That is a good sign. This is filling up. Well, it is at 5%. So we will have a lot of fuel stored there. These turned out to work excellent, apparently. Very nice. How are we doing for this? Without, yes, of course, that's still a high voltage room. 0.6 of megawatts. Oh, well, that's plenty of margin. And you have coal, very much so. You are doing great. Tangenting on 70 megawatts there. And now then, finally, over at Göteborg, is that in the distance our own produced trucks, is it not? I very much believe it is. So, with that, I say thank you so very, very much for watching this installment of the continuing visits to the Demokratiska Böhmen. I wish you good night.